What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of Sweatshirts and Dress Shirts. We got our special guest, Greg Pickett, right here. And then we also got a new guy, our boy Cam Calamiso. They're joining us now.
Yeah, and just want to spread a little knowledge about Greg Pickett. You know, when I think about Greg Pickett, I think he's just a top example and a prime example of what a leader and a role model should be. And he's just an all-around great guy. And a little more background information about Greg is he was our senior year football coach, our more men organized, respectfully, and educated.
Yes, sir.
Our director.
Drill that.
Yes, sir, you got to. And currently at Milford High School, defensive line coach and co-defense coordinator.
Yeah, so when we decided to start this, we thought about Greg Pickett would be like the first representative to talk to us about how great leaders should be and what to do and what to work with. And so now we're here to talk to him about and get some more information about what he's talking about to us.
Glad to be here.
We
Glad to
appreciate
see
it,
y'all.
man. It's
Really.
great.
Yeah.
And then is there anything you want to let everybody else know about yourself?
God-fearing man, thank you for all the blessings in my life. Just love the position that God's put me in, be able to help others, inspire others, and I kind of realized that that would be my role in this world at a young age.
Okay.
So really thankful for where I'm at right now.
And working in high schools now for a couple of years and stuff like that, how has that really changed your perspective of like learning and fun? And now that you have kids now, like how are you seeing that experience of teaching the high school kids now to really try to groom your children to be better examples?
Man, growing up, I hated school. Right?
Okay.
The only reason I went to school was to play sports. So, obviously, I got the chance to go to college and I graduated from there. And when I got the chance to work in high school, I really got a better appreciation for education because it can really take you to that next level and give you the opportunities that my college education got me. Or if you can't achieve a high school diploma, you really see the difference in life, right? How people are living, what they can earn, and that's huge. So trying to help young people understand that you need this high school diploma. Like you need to keep moving forward in your education so you can have a better life. So with my daughter, she's 2, and she runs everything in the house and stuff. But I really try to educate her on, manners, how to be in a public space, how to operate herself, even at a young age. So when she gets older, it's not a problem. I don't have to correct those little behaviors.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Another question. Do you notice how you have a positive effect on many young men's life? Like, I gotta say, you have a positive effect on my life too, just off of 1 year. Like, recognize that.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
I hope I do. I think, if you can just help one, you've helped enough. But if someone can take what I'm giving them and apply it in real life to better their life, that's a win for me. And in my line of work, you really don't get all the glory, and I'm not here to get the glory.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see people do better.
Okay. All right,
Oh yeah, honestly, because right now, like at UC, I'm in this program called UC Starfish, and so like we're doing like mentoring kids at Tap Elementary, and so like at first I wasn't really was gonna do it honestly, because I wasn't really feeling it, and then like just thinking back through high school and you popped up, and so it was showing just how influential you was, and it's because part of Starfish memoirs I helped that one, and so just getting that and just remember you, it kind of made me decide that I should do that. I should be that one to help that one person, that one child.
So let me ask, what, if you guys can tell me, because you guys talked about how I helped you in one way. What example did I set for you guys?
For me, what example you said is to never give up. That senior year in football, I remember you posted a picture of, to that 12-man army we had. And that just always stuck to me because you brought the toughness, and it said honestly, senior year of football was my favorite year of football. Well, I told my dad this because like I used to never like hit it in practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, until y'all came.
Hey, you were the dude, man.
Yeah,
We played D-line, linebacker, O-line. I tried to put you in there fullback.
Yeah, I was in that one game, yeah.
I mean, and even in Cam, extremely athletic, man. I remember when you had to make the decision to kind of step away from football for a little bit, and I think it was maybe 2 weeks after that, you came right back, and you could just see that you really wanted to be a part of the team. You didn't want to leave that army of 12, which was probably 11 when we left, right? But that senior year, you guys senior year was huge for my development as a young man. I was 24 when I got that job, right? So I was the youngest head coach in the city, and Clark had kind of gone through a change of, all those. It was a bigger class than you guys the 2 prior years, so they had left, but you guys stuck it out, and it taught me so much that, when people commit to something and they're serious about it, a lot of things can be done, not only on the field, right? I think we won a game, right? We won a game, but that season was a winning season for me, and I hope it was for you guys just because we finished the season, right? We got things done. We competed with some good teams, and everyone was healthy at the end of it, to my knowledge. So,
Still cracking.
you still hurting. Me too. But yeah, that was a hell of a year, man. Can I cuss? I'm sorry.
It's very grown up. But so you talk about how clearly you presented a good example for Eric and Cam here. Who in your life was setting that example for you, so you knew, hey, like I can't do this. Like someone's gonna get on me. Like how did that, and who was that person for you growing up?
I have to give thanks to my parents, really, because my mother and father, they brought our family out of a rough situation to a better situation, and they always held me accountable. As much as I wanted to run around and act a fool, pants sagging, cussing and all that, I knew I couldn't come into their house like that, so they definitely held me accountable in that, and just a lot of good people, and coaches. You guys remember David Brand? If I could shout him out, David Brand was somebody that when I got to Clark, I really looked up to because of his demeanor, how he carried himself, and how he spoke to others. I mean, and we still keep contact to this day. He's still a good guy.
Yeah, he's I know. I see him every now and then. He's still that same
Still
type
doing
of guy.
his thing.
He's still doing his thing. Yeah.
With them weird dress socks. Still doing his thing though. But yeah, I definitely look to some older male role models to kind of show me the way. I've kind of always had this old soul about me. People look at me and they don't believe that I'm 28 years old because of how I present myself. But I learned that from learning from others, older cousins, older friends, just older people in the community.
Well, yeah. So, what's like your motive, like your driving motivational factor right now today? Like, what's keeping you going every day?
My family, my wife, my children, having that responsibility as a man, you gotta get up and take care of this little thing that's looking at you for food, right? That'll motivate you to get up, and if it doesn't, you're not a man, in my opinion. I have big dreams. I got dreams of opening up some type of training facility inside Cincinnati. Right now I'm partnering with Next Gen Academy. Shout out to Cam Fitz. He's the CEO of that. But we've got a lot of camps in place, so that kind of motivates me to, continue to learn, continue to build, continue to work with others and seek out other opportunities and different things. You looking for more of a deeper answer? God, of course, God, the motivation.
That was perfect, yeah. And like going off of that, like where do you see yourself like in the next 5 or 10 years?
I would be a director of education and athletics of sorts. I think I'm trying to create my own position, right? Talk about a power move.
Trailblazer, right? Somebody has to do it.
Trailblazer, somebody that's doing something new for Cincinnati that's good for the youth, good for the overall city, and maybe that spreads outside of that, but that's my ultimate goal right now.
You're talking about the training facility. I've seen you be posting a lot of videos of that lately. You guys got any athletes coming up that you're like, man, this kid, he could be it, or she could be this?
A lot of them. There's a lot of kids in Milford. I can't name names because I'll forget somebody and somebody, get upset about it. But just a lot of kids, man. A lot of kids I'm coming across, even outside of Milford, working with the Lighthouse. Kids that are hungry. They just want to do better. They want to be better. So they come to me and they want to go train at Crunch Fitness, or they want to go run laps. They want to do this. They want to learn. So. Yeah, you'll see them. Keep following my page, and I'm gonna keep posting them. And putting them out there,
That's just something I always see. Like you always like out there helping everybody. Like anybody that just want to get better.
Yeah, they gotta commit to it. Have to commit to it.
That's the biggest thing too. I feel like now it's hard to find people who are committed because it's just so easy now to quit, because especially now there's so many other things you can do now. Like we were talking about earlier about like video games. Like now you can just make millions of dollars, and that has nothing to do with this, but I think especially now, like when you're grown to this point and you have your kid and everything, how have you seen like the different levels of just people wanting to take accountability? Like how have you wanted to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable, to make sure that like you're putting food on the table, you're helping your family, and not just your family, but anyone who wants your help?
Just really calling it out, being true. People try to hide behind a lot of stuff, especially with social media, or everybody's diagnosed with something nowadays. But the fact of the matter is, you got to get this done. You got to do it in a certain way, and that's just it. Or you can't act this way because that's not going to get you anywhere. I think with a lot of, let me say, young people with the generation under you guys, like it's cool to be, the star of, let's say, world star hip hop, be wilding out there, acting crazy, try to start your own thing by the outlandish things that you're doing. I'm just seeing a lot of that out in the streets, and it's just like, that's not the way to go.
Right.
And I hope somebody is holding them accountable. The kids that I work with at the Lighthouse, definitely when I come in contact with them, I tell them, like, you look crazy doing this. You shouldn't be doing this. And try to help them reach out to other people in their community that can show them the right way. It's interesting. And where I'm at my age, I don't feel like I'm disconnected from the younger generation. I'm 28 years old, so 10 years ago I was graduating high school, right? So I can kind of relate to some of what the kids are going through and what they're trying to do. But it's a whole new world, man, with this social media. It's crazy. Everything. Snapchat, you put it up on Instagram Live, like it's nuts. Even Facebook. Facebook is turned crazy.
You see Twitter stuff on there.
Wow.
Twitter's just crazy. People just don't have respect for people.
No.
But it's so funny.
That's why they're on Twitter.
But it's so funny. But man, Twitter's easily my favorite social media though.
I remember when Instagram was down for like the whole
Yeah,
day.
bro, everybody's on Twitter.
World. Yeah.
Ain't nobody in the world care about Instagram. Everybody's on
See, I didn't even know. When was this recent? Instagram was down?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. It was down for like 10 hours. And like people were like
going
Yeah,
crazy.
they didn't know what else to do with their attention.
Yeah.
So they just gotta switch
Just sitting there staring at their phone waiting for it.
checking their attention.
So why do you like Twitter?
Twitter's just wild, man. Like I like reading the comments on Twitter, and I just like watching people just go at each other.
Yes.
Honestly, because that's just funny to me, and it's just like,
It's nonsense.
yeah, bro, it's hilarious. And I like to read like, I don't know if I should say this. I like to read like very outrageous views. I like to look at those and like just see how they interact and just stuff like that. And like Instagram can't really see that, but on Twitter you can see everything they ever posted.
Have
Every
you
single
ever-
tweet, bro. Everything they ever tweeted.
Have you ever created a fake account to spy on somebody?
You want to hear what's crazy? I had this theory, right? So I saw like 4 months ago, this girl went and created a GoFundMe. It was like my parents kicked me out because of Trump support. This black girl, right? But she faked it. Got like 150K from 150,000 from like all these people, right? So I was like, man, what if I do that? Right? I was just like, man, my parents kicked me out, outrageous, and then just collect the money and then just be like, peace.
That's how crazy.
Did you do it?
No, I've been thinking about it.
You got some new shoes on over here, folks.
Oh yeah, we got fresh kicks. We got fresh kicks second at the end. But yeah, man, have you though? You ever created that fake Twitter and
No.
burner accounts?
Twitter is, see, I'm dyslexic, so Twitter is like bad for me, right? Because I'll put out something and people be like, oh, you didn't put a comment here. I'm done with this. I love Instagram. I really do. I like how people can be creative. I like seeing what other people are seeing in their world and sharing it. I hate selfies on Instagram.
I don't get that, yeah.
It's kind of, it was a
Like,
fad for a while, but
These are like the little selfie stick they be doing.
I feel
I mean,
like
it's like this, like
selfie, you can take that to like Snapchat. So, but
Yeah.
just for your own time.
I'm glad they created the storyline, right? So like when people take a selfie, and sorry for those who selfie takers out there, but they take a selfie and they're like, had a great Sunday with my mom. It's like, all right, I'm happy for you, but I don't want to see your face in that. Like, just put that in your story, so I really don't have to see it that long. But I like Instagram. I do
worse, what's worse, that or the people who film concerts and they just film the entire concert?
I mean, it depends on who the concert is. You know, who's performing.
Okay.
Is that a pet peeve of yours?
Dude, I hate that. Well, it's not. It's like. It's just like 5 minutes long. And it's like cool. Like I'm glad, like you said, like cool. I hope it's fun. It looks really great. But if I really wanted to go, I would have went.
Yeah,
I don't need
wanted
you to
see
literally
it.
sit there for 4 hours. And you can't really hear the song because everyone's like, ah, go stupid, ah, like, go crazy, right? So you're like, all right, and then I hate that. That's my biggest pet peeve on Snapchat, easily. So, anyone out there?
I feel you on that one. Like my biggest pet peeve, since we into this right now, is people that don't follow me back.
Like who? Call someone out. Call someone out. Call them out.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Nah, but yeah, like I feel like I understand, but like I'm not your fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna just follow you just to be your fan. That's my other thing.
What about people who follow you and then unfollow you after you follow them? I had a kid do that to me twice last week. The kid followed me.
How do you check that?
So what happened? This kid popped up. He was like, "I want to follow," so I accepted it. So I was like, "I ain't gonna follow him back. I don't know who this kid is." Right? And I went back, and he sent it again. I was like, "Wait, hold up, bro. Like I just did this." So I was like, "All right, bro. I'll just follow this kid back." Like I don't know. Maybe he's like, I see he's a basketball player, so I was like, you know, maybe he'll be good. You know, I can get some new hoop buckets, right? I go back in like 20 seconds, bro. It just disappeared. So I'm like, what? Like I was upset that he did it twice.
Dude, I'm not that much into it. Like you, damn. Like follow, click, or if you follow me, follow.
That's just how
I will.
you are.
Yes, and I will not follow someone back if their page is not interesting, or it's a bunch of selfies. I will.
Oh yeah,
I will look
yeah,
at
I
the page
understand that,
if it's public, and I'm like, thanks for the follow, but I don't need to see you.
I be getting like these like the posts where like not posts like profiles where they have like the weaves for sale. Like they sell like weaves. And,
Yeah,
like, I'm
businesses.
Like,
yes.
Like, no, like I'm not following. I'm not following. No.
So I gotta ask, what do you guys think about like the things going on with Facebook and Google and them sharing people's data to other companies and information? How do you guys feel about that?
So I have a huge pet peeve lately of antitrust laws because Facebook, Google, Microsoft, and Netflix and Amazon are just buying every company they want,
Yes.
and they're not being, and that's supposed to be illegal. Like the Fox and Disney merger, that should never have been allowed because now, and because those companies are starting to buy all this data, like they're getting into the health stuff now, and they're able to collect all this data, and they're just selling it. And they get you because you don't read the terms and conditions. Because, you know, it's on page 95.
No one does.
B2. So, I hate it. Like, I keep up with that stuff big time. I hate it. And, I don't know. That's just something that's always going to happen because that's how America is. It's all about capitalism. Who's going to make the most dollars. So, that's just my personal opinion. Antitrust laws need to come back.
So you would never work for Facebook, Google, Microsoft?
I would. And it depends, though.
They said $100,000 right out of college.
I don't like their missions. It would depend on how their mission statements are. Because that tells everything about a company. Like, 100,000, yeah, you guys are all like, yeah. But now you in Silicon Valley, 100,000 is nothing. And at Facebook, you just come in, you're an engineer. Like, there's no real, like, message. And it's actually what Zuckerberg, Facebook's in Congress, Supreme Court, like 3 times, like, the last 5 years. Like, yeah, so I personally, unless, like, I like Larry Page at Google. Like, they clearly set up how Silicon Valley is now with getting all, like, the extra amenities when they first started. But at this current moment, they need to update their mission plans for
That's true. I can respect that because you're not going to compromise on your morals for it.
Yeah.
So, but if this is loaded on Facebook, I'm gonna take you down. All right.
It's the FBI. The FBI is already in the phone.
Yeah.
You're like, hold up, man. Chill.
Yeah, it's just like, cause like also like when, you know, when how you be talking about something and then it pops up later on,
Yes.
I really don't like that. That really bothers me. Like,
Yeah,
it's like
stuff
I can't
creepy.
say nothing around technology at all without getting picked up, and like it just starts going through like a little database and everything, and it's popping up what you're talking about. Like,
That's the new world.
I hate it
That
though.
is
Like,
the
I don't
new
like it.
world.
What do you think about artificial intelligence?
I think it's real. I think it's dangerous in a way that I think people become slaves to it, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the bots and all this stuff happening on social media, people buy into it like, oh, I'm popping on Facebook, people are talking to me, but it's not an actual person. So you become a slave to that, you become addicted to it. Facebook, I think, was a big example. I've been on Facebook for maybe a year and a half now, not posting anything, but you just see how people are easily influenced by whatever is posted on that wall. Like friends or not, like even if you don't know the person, you see it, you know, you go out there your day angry or your opinion changes on something, or you know, you start running out to the street to protest something that's really not going on. I think that's when it becomes dangerous.
Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that just only like show like the one side of the story and has the full story.
And that's dangerous, man, because people are crazy. People are crazy nowadays. I mean, you guys, your generation has really seen it, right? Through like all the, I hate to get dark on this, but like all the crazy stuff happening that people are posting on social media. Think about the shootings, the stabbings, the robbing. I mean, the disrespect of women. Like it's all over social media, any type of outlet you can find it.
And
It
people
feels like
just-
it's been happening. Though.
Yeah,
Like,
people
it's
just think
not
it's
being
cool.
captured.
It's like that dude in Cleveland who like shot that dude on Facebook Live last year.
Yeah, I was
That's
at Clark,
crazy.
man. That was crazy.
And everyone's trying to figure out if it was
The
fake.
dude in New
Yeah.
Zealand.
No.
New Zealand now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
two
exactly
months,
right.
2 months. And you know what's crazy is that people will sit down and watch them, right? Like they will sit down and just watch it. Now I've watched some crazy stuff in War Star Hip Hop, but
Yeah.
I regret it. Totally regret it. I see you shining, Cam. Let me hold something, man.
He knows, man.
You guys, are you gonna interview your brother?
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Yes.
to go talk.
That's another one. Like we got a whole like a list of people like Nazir. We want to interview.
Yo, go buy his art.
Yeah,
Go buy his art.
Yeah,
I've
for real.
been, that's one of the
Yes.
biggest things I was trying to buy some of the stuff.
I got a piece hanging up right now in my office. I got 2 more I want to buy. Keep it going, I see her. My man, getting it done. That's big time. I like that.
His website's doing well. I started him like 2 days ago. So his website's doing well. So
You know, Clark, after leaving Clark and working where I'm working now, the Lighthouse, so I work with every school in Cincinnati, Hamilton County. Clark is the best school in the city, hands down. Hands down. The amount of attention that you get from the teacher, the classrooms, the diversity, right? The diversity in Clark is beautiful. I mean, you have white, black, Latino, Asian, you got poor, you got rich, right? And it's all the students are required to work together. And you really don't see that anywhere else in a public school in Cincinnati. So I'm really thankful for being there, getting to know you guys, and you know, after leaving, I kind of feel bad for ripping you guys, Montessori kids. You guys are the best, man. Montessori kids. How long have you been in Montessori?
I was in Montessori from 6th grade.
6th grade?
And
That's
yeah, I went to Mount Washington, then I went to Carter Bocelli.
Okay.
And then I went to that.
okay.
So it's like, me and everybody there's just not no.
Kindergarten.
Really? Good on your parents. 2nd grade? Wow.
Our cameraman is Kobe in the back.
Yeah.
Montessori lifestyle.
Creative director.
Shout out.
Can't see me, but I'm here.
That's a Montessori killer right there. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, I mean, Clark is hands down the best public school, right? I mean, y'all got carpet in the classrooms. There's carpet in the classroom.
Give me recess on the
Huh?
You get recess, low key, bro. That's a recess.
But now, like, they got metal detectors and stuff. Like, since it's like the year that we left, now they got like that. Like, they had them underneath the stairwell, but it wasn't using them. But now they actually had using those. I don't know if that was just because like how when the school shooters was just happening.
Political environment, you know, like things going on in the world. It is. But yeah, Clark was awesome.
Yeah, all about the seminars, debating, you know, just knowledge going against each other,
It's beautiful.
building each other up. Yeah, intercessions.
Intercessions.
Monk off
Yeah,
at school.
experience.
I miss that.
What was your
Going to
favorite
the
intersection?
Bahamas.
Bahamas.
That was yeah. I'm sorry, but like,
Where did you go to high school?
I went to Walnut.
Walnut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Max Holloway, camera guy number 2, shout out again.
Walnut. Walnut's an awesome school too. It's a little elitist.
Yeah, I think I'm
Oh,
better than
sorry.
everybody.
But I mean, they got it. I
was it
couldn't
like number 2 or number 1 high school?
edit this out.
No, I'm gonna leave. The good stuff about Walnut, I'm gonna leave in.
I was second in the running for the head coaching job at Walnut, right? They brought in these donors that were given $8 million each, and there were 6 of them, right? So I'm like, oh, I got money. So I'm like, this is what I need to be the head football coach. Didn't get the job, but Walnut it's prestigious. They get away with being a public school.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You walk around, it's like, this is all donors.
Yes, yes, and it's a very nice school. Same way, diverse, you know, great education. I think the only thing that separates Clark and Walnut is Latin. I don't think you guys have
No, we don't.
we're the Latin. You guys are required. I think it's 6th, 7th, and then 8th.
7th through 9th, yeah.
So okay. So yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's helped with Spanish and French. So,
And they're trying to turn one into like that next like prodigy athletic school.
Yeah,
man.
they-
They keep pouring this money.
Their football team about to be legit. You talking about the
I remember they
conference?
sucked.
They
I remember when they were
Yeah,
trash. I remember they made me like 0-12 every year.
Yes.
I remember Glenessy destroying them, Anderson destroying
Man,
them.
it was Walnut was bad with last year's JV team. Bunch of goons out there, man. It was
Oh, really?
crazy. It was exciting to watch because I'm like, okay, they figured it out. They're a public school. They can recruit from all over the city.
mhm.
So
Finally got it.
They can let anyone in.
yeah, they're not going to be Milford though.
Yeah, I remember I was in 7th grade, and I'm from the west side. Like, I grew up around Elder,
Mm-hmm.
so I know like how that football is there.
Yeah.
And we played Coleraine in state playoffs and got killed 60-6. So I was like, I mean, I wasn't surprised
Yeah.
from the west side, but I was like, this is what I've seen everyone else really used to.
bad memories of us playing.
So I'm gonna bring you into the interview. Did you choose Walnut?
Yeah, because well, first off, just the financial difference. I mean, I
Yes.
think for student fees compared to, I think my choice was Elder,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a few thousand right
Huge
there. That's college basically.
Yes.
Paying.
That's crazy.
And then
I'm so glad.
initially I was gonna go there for 8th and 7th, or 7th and 8th, and then go. But I was like, you know what? I had the opportunity to get like, since one of the best schools in the state academically, I was like, might as well stay there and ride that out. So
Good
so
choice,
better than
man.
that. So.
Good choice. Walnut. Should have went to Clark.
Yeah.
I like my decision.
The Sea House.
I just didn't like how small Clark was. That was just.
I was gonna think
That was
was the
big.
fact that you
Yeah.
saw literally the same 20 people every day.
it was just the size.
It was like we just like a big family, honestly.
But that's a beautiful thing because you guys are close now.
Yeah, that's like
I mean, you
that's
guys-
the uniqueness of
Yeah.
it right there. Everyone else was school.
We hanged out with a couple people that used to go to Clark.
I mean, you guys still talk to Darius?
Oh
Yeah, we did an interview with Darius Samuel.
Really?
Yeah, they're the first interview.
Is it up? Is it up?
No, we're actually Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday.
April 5th.
All right.
That's right.
Awesome.
Yeah, I be hooping with Darius at the rec sometimes. So
I'm trying to think who else. I mean, Nas, we already talked about him. What females are y'all still hanging out with? There's some awesome young ladies that went to Clark that are
Oh,
doing
yeah.
extraordinary things right now.
I mean,
Seems like they all moved down to Atlanta,
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
but
I know Kaisha is still here. I haven't seen Lyric in a minute, but I saw her. She been doing like some modeling things. I seen her doing that.
Brianna Johnson.
Yeah, she at NCAT, North Carolina A&T.
Yeah, trying to be an engineer.
Shout them out, man. That's Clark alone right there. Can't forget about the ladies. Cannot.
So what's 3 things you can't live without? This could be anything. You don't have to be like family. It could be like sneakers or something stupid. Like I don't know, just anything.
3 things I can't live without. Anything.
Except to that, except to that.
I need a watch. I feel naked without a
Okay.
watch on.
What you got on right now?
I got a fossil on right now.
Okay.
Big face. I can't live without my wife. Her sexy ass. She's amazing. She cooks, she cleans, she works hard. She helps me raise our beautiful little daughter. She's awesome. Hope each and every one of you find a good woman or man. Gosh, I don't know. Relax. You know what I've really been into lately? Guns.
Okay.
So,
Damn, you was your
I'm always at the gun range, man. Always. So I'm gonna have to say maybe my last one would be my gun, but I could live without it, but I just don't want to. But yeah, I don't know. Edit that out. I feel like that was horrible. Let's figure something else out.
Man, 3 things. This gold chain, because it's just family for my parents, so I keep that with me at all times. I still have it. It's a wristband with a snap. I got an Amsterdam when I went with me and my sister for the first time out of the country. And then, probably Chipotle or Chick-fil-A, bro. That's just my go-to choice, for real.
Just right down the street.
Hey, right down the street. You know what I mean? You get the 6-piece nuggets from Chick-fil-A, not the big nuggets, but the nuggets. Right? Get some Chick-fil-A sauce, smack it. Hey, shout out to the Oakley Chick-fil-A too, right next to the movie theater. What's her name, bro? The older lady, like Martha or something. Man, she's so great. She always helps us out. She's always like, have a blessed day. I'm like, God, man, that's how you know it's Chick-fil-A.
Even if they mess up your order, you cannot be mad. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you the wrong order and be like, it was a pleasure. Have a blessed day.
And like,
Thank you.
especially in the
I need that. Right.
in the drive-thru, they even sit out there in the rain or shine. You're like, man.
Yeah, they got the 2
you care
lines
about me.
going.
Yeah.
It's slave labor though. They be working kids to death.
Hey, I feel bad.
Right.
And then
Man.
Chipotle.
Now you got me thinking. 3 things I can't live without. All right, here we go. 3 things I can't live without. My wife, my watch, and my gun. Everything I said before was just a little clean.
Alright, yeah. What about y'all, man? You gotta go.
Do we gotta be like materialistic?
A do-rag.
Yeah.
I gotta see the waves before
You
you
got it.
If you pull that off and you don't have waves, I'm gonna be so upset.
He got every color do-rag imaginable.
Okay. Me and Darius, we do a wave check every week. So I have to include you in that. I swear to God, if he pulls this do-rag off.
Yeah, at the end of the video, we gonna take the do-rag off.
But one probably gonna be like martial arts because that runs in the family. Okay, it's kind of hard. Yeah, I'm probably gonna say my thing. Cause like yeah, just interact. Even though we don't talk all day or like every day, it still matters. Probably my friends for real, honestly. Cause I feel like this would be a lot different if I didn't talk to y'all like all day or every day. Like it'd probably be different, honestly. Yeah. So that's my thing.
I feel that. Well, I gotta say 3 things for me. Yeah, family. My dad especially, because I mean, he taught me how to be a man. And like, he's always at my. He'll never miss a game that I'm playing in summer, no matter what. He's always there. Something else, probably say, shoot, my dog.
I knew the
my
dog.
Yes.
What type of dog is it?
Hey, he a teacup rookie, but he cool as hell. He cool as hell.
Is that your mom's dog?
Yes,
Okay.
my mom dog,
I love
but
Eric's.
he hang with me all the time. Though.
Dog got Instagram
Yeah,
account.
right there, that's the white name.
He's with me.
Hey, what's your dog's Instagram?
I don't even know what happened to that.
You perfect, bro. You know your dog Instagram.
That thing got hacked or something. And then another thing, like, it's like so many things in my head. Cause I want to say my friends, you know, y'all big parts of my life. I wouldn't be the same person without everybody in this room, especially. And then also another thing, my Lexus, my car, yeah.
Hey,
And
so-
also speaking of cars, y'all gotta check out my man Kayvon, Roadrunner. Get your car together. He does everything, the details and all that.
I need to go see him too. That's a great point. Good shout out. Need to go see Kayvon.
Yeah, self-made.
My car. Easy.
Yeah, he doing
So
his thing.
since you said we couldn't say family, you got me out here looking
You know what I'm
savage.
saying, fam?
Right.
Well, I was gonna say,
Y'all think that T-Corp, yup, the little dog.
I knew the dog was coming.
Fuck yeah.
I was waiting for like UFC coming up next.
Yeah,
Eric's
UFC
really
too.
been to the UFC lately.
It's been
Yes,
crazy.
yeah.
I gotta say football. Football's been huge. And sometimes I take it for granted that football's been a huge part of my life, but I love football. It's easy. You know when you find something that's easy to do and you just love it and you're good at it, keep it around, bro. Keep doing it. So,
That's what sometimes I wish I was able to get into like a sport, cause I feel like I was just doing it just to do it, like to stay in shape and just like just to play. But I feel like if I actually put the time into it and just like actually loved it, it would have been like it probably would have been crap, probably get like scholarships and stuff. But like
you would.
Like, for real. Like, I was
You got martial arts now, right? That's a sport.
I don't know if I'm trying to fight nobody.
That's so nice to have.
I'm trying to get spit it back in it. It gets like not.
What are you studying?
Right now, I'm probably gonna start with boxing because Eric and Casey didn't do that yet. Casey doing capoeira in Brazilian. Eric, he doing it right now. He doing Wing Chun with Bruce Lee. With if y'all seen the Hitman movie, that's what that is. And so yeah, he been doing that. So I'm just trying to do something different.
I always wanted to see Eric fight. I used to tell all the taller kids at Clark, they'll just walk up on Eric real quick. Slap him real quick.
It's funny, they be walking around in a suit. You're like, so you just.
Yeah.
He still flexible in that suit. I believe. Roundhouse kick somebody to the face.
It's all my fault.
Man. What else? Can I bring up some topics?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
That's what you guys hear.
Hey, you guess.
All right. So, you guys are millennials, right? And I brought it up earlier with guns. How you guys feel about 2A, Second Amendment, and your rights to bear arms?
For me, I mean, like certain guns, I might be like, nah, but I mean, like, I feel like everybody should have, like, if they want to have a gun, they should be able to have that choice. But I mean, like, but yes, well, I might give me a gun next year when I turn 21. Yeah, give me a little.
Patient.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like the same thing with Eric. Like, I feel like honestly, if everyone had a gun, everyone would think twice about what to do. So like, I probably, I don't know, crime rate or something. I'm not sure, but I just feel like it does have some limitations because like, I don't think everyone should have like an AK or call it a school shooter gun, whatever they enforce.
Yeah, okay with the modification.
Yeah, like, I don't think but like, but like stuff like that. But like, I mean, I feel like everyone should have their rights to have that.
My thing is like, if you gonna get it, or you gotta use it then. That's how I see it. Cause it's one of those like, I feel like if you ain't gonna use it, then why even get it? Like when I say use it, I mean when it really comes down to it, you can't think about it. You know what I mean? Like if say you have the ears caring for your protection, someone robs you, you can't just pull it out. Like you gotta, you know what I mean? So like that's my thing. Like you can have one, but I don't think you should have one if you can't do it. But I don't want it to seem like get it if you're like a murderer or something. Like you know what I mean though? Like I don't see the purpose of the gun if you're not gonna really do it. Because you know what I mean? Like some people think that like they could do it if they had to like save themselves, but that's a whole different reality when it's really there. That's somebody else's life that
You know how to use a gun too.
yeah. That's my
You definitely have to train with it. I do carry it, but I hope I never have to use it against another human being. Yeah, it's just interesting. Because I think it's foolish to argue that we as citizens don't need guns, we can just rely on the police and military. Because then what happens when they want to take over? Or just in your situation, say someone came in here and was acting crazy. And we call the police, that's not saving us. But everyone has a right to self-defense. But interesting, I just wanted to hear what you guys, your thought process is on the Second Amendment. Jacoby?
I actually got a question. I don't know how y'all feel about people under the age of 21 being able to purchase ARs before a handgun.
Yeah, that's one.
I feel like at a point, I feel like they make that because well you're gonna have to protect yourself. People grow up quick and they might need protection, and that AR might be less concealable, so you can't, I don't know, maybe walk into a store without being noticed halfway down the street. But at the same time, I feel like that's more deadly than any just regular pistol. So what's y'all take on that?
It's the concealment part, right? You kind of mentioned that. Working in my line of work, so I work with the juvenile justice system. I get these boys as soon as they come out of, the detention center, really, or placement. A lot of these guys are carrying guns. There are guns everywhere. Even in a small city like Cincinnati, I get 11-year-olds that are robbing people with pistols that they find in the garbage can or in the woods and whatnot. So the pistol part I can understand because of concealment. You're right in that part, that it is harder to hide a long rifle than it is a pistol. But it's interesting that you bring that up because you can sign up for the military where they give you a pistol and a rifle at 18. But this is someone out there.
I keep hearing that. That's like the third time I feel like
Might be the one.
Close the door over there so people can.
But you cannot own one until you're 21, right? In the States. So how do you feel about that?
I feel indifferent. I don't know how to feel because I feel like each case is different. Some people can conceal a weapon and they know how to use it. I feel like it's just depending your knowledge on the weapon and what your intentions are, because I feel like some people before the age of 21, they might want a pistol because it's easy to conceal. They might do it for protection, people know they have it, or it might be easy just to do something crazy. And at the same time, somebody, who, actually I don't even know what I'm saying, let me just
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it because I feel like honestly, I wouldn't care as much as long as like people have get that psychological test or whatever, because
The right people with the right mind.
Yeah, because other than that, I wouldn't mind it, but still, because I know I think when we were in the coach job, they said we were in Avondale, they said kids were coming up give me something to pop, they had legit had guns pointing at them that's ridiculous for real.
But you can't really stop people from getting guns.
Yeah,
I really believe that we're at that point in America, you cannot stop.
Because you can buy gun shows.
They do a background check. It's fine. I went to the one today. They do a background check, but there are ways around it. There are shady people, and you can always spot them that will buy a gun, put it in their name, and then sell it for double the price to some kid or some crazy person who wants it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's true because I know some people personally who have bought guns as early teens from dope heads or something, just trying to make a couple money. And it just depends. If you know what you're doing and you motivated, you know what I'm saying, you could really do something bad. Because I know you can easily drive to Kentucky and buy a weapon legally under 21. Because their laws are a little bit different from Ohio. So
and they just changed the law. You don't have to have a permit to conceal.
Yeah, you don't have you can just about one. So I feel like it just, if you know what you're doing and know your way around it, I feel like the knowledge part is big. So knowing how to access it, how to use it, how to conceal it, all type of stuff. It could just be used in a good way or bad way. It all depends on the person, their character.
So you grew up in Walnut Hills, right? That's full of guns.
Mm-hmm.
Full of guns, right? When was the first time that you saw a gun or held a gun?
Well, my first time, I think I was in elementary. My brother, because he was all into gun. My whole family, you know, other people that was in the military and stuff like that. My brothers, he had a pistol and he held it. Let me hold it and look, check it out and stuff. And ever since then, I've been like a gun person. But like, you know.
Any out in the community?
Yeah, I mean, like I like to go to parties and stuff when I was little, so people always say, I see people having it on their hip, you know what I'm saying, trying to conceal it and stuff like that. Or people like showboat it. And I know it's a corner street. I bounced around a lot as a kid. So like I was always like the new person to the neighborhood. So I would just be looking out and I just peep stuff that other people want to see. So I'd be able to see it on people without them like knowing I see it. So I just know a lot of people have it. And then, you know, going to parties, different stuff like that, you know, I would always tell somebody had it just the way they talk, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And I've been through like a lot of shootouts and stuff like that. So
really, and where?
Well, some the first one I think that people was with me. I think we was either freshmen or sophomores. It was right across the street from my house. We was at a party at Y. I remember y'all was there.
The Wall White.
Yeah.
And that chick got killed.
Yeah.
Wow, y'all were there.
My neighbor seen everything. She got blown to the head, fell back in the Cadillac, stuff like that. I seen people get shot up the street and died at PNC Bank up the street from my house. I seen somebody get killed right there. So it just recently, we were just at a party and they got shot up because the floor broke in, people got mad. It's coming more often. It just depends where you at, because it happen every day. Yeah. But people don't know that because they don't be physically in the neighborhoods at that time, but it happen.
And yeah, you really have to be aware. You know, like walking around in the community, you really got to have a sense about what people are doing, what do they have, and what are their intentions. Walnut Hill, I just spent a lot of time there. I got a lot of youth that are in there, and it's just guns everywhere, man.
I remember, even in junior high, because in junior high, I knew people that did certain stuff with drugs and guns and stuff, and I was just that one dude that, I don't know, it came to me, you know what I'm saying? I guess I was cool with them or whatever and stuff, and it was just certain people I felt like I couldn't trust and stuff, so I used to walk to school with you know what I'm saying, a knife or something for protection. I remember one day I thought I was gonna die because I remember I was with Shannon, we was talking to some chick, and we got beef with these dudes. They was claiming, you know what I'm saying, they were with these gangs or whatever. There's somebody gonna come and kill me or something like that. And I remember for 2 weeks, I was watching this. I was thinking I was gonna count outside my house. I remember this one dude pulled up super slow around the corner. I thought it was gonna pull out and just blast me. That was gonna be it.
What year was this?
Oh, this was I don't know, early high school.
Okay.
And it was all over social media too. That's how it started. So I feel like that's a big influence too. People started saying stuff, people said this and stuff, not knowing the whole story, things like that. That's the main reason. You know what I'm saying? People interact and stuff, and then that beef get built up. So,
people could twist whatever they're talking about too so easily on social media. It's so influential, people just believe it, not knowing the full truth.
We still rolling?
Yes.
I appreciate y'all coming and having this conversation. Real. I hope that we can wrap this up and then have some conversation off the record.
Sure.
About some things. So.
Pizza week.
You want to do that?
Let's do it now.
Oh, we got this little thing.
You want to ask me about mine?
I was thinking I forgot to tell you.
I should wear some Crazy 8s. Oh, I should start wearing some retro Crazy 8s, bro. Be the white boy with the flare.
What we don't.
Yeah, I just like the regular Adidas Z1 boosts.
I don't really agree with what this man's doing. I mean, he's alright though, but you know what I'm saying? I got the Yeezys on, Butters. They alright. They alright. Thought something I'll pull out.
I got the Cool Daddy Timberlands on. Sweat, tear, blood, just working hard every day, man. Just doing the damn thing.
Put yours on there too, can't break it.
Got the little champion tail, the little fur in the side. They comfortable for real. But it's cold. That's what it's cold.
But and then
Thanks for watching. Be ready for the next video.
is that how you want to end it?
Like, suggestions and shit?
Shout out to Clark Montessori alumni. Shout out to these fine young men. Keep an eye out on them because they're going to be doing great things in the future. Always give thanks to God, praise Him, and work hard. Work hard.
Let's catch you next week on Sweatshirts and Dress Shirts.